a great time, and hopefully next year.
And maybe even some of us older owners is, but I'm back.
What's up, Game Boys and Girls? Big T here, back with another video, and this one is going to be about the Steam Deck OLED, the upgrade. Is it worth it? What are my thoughts on it? All that good stuff. So, as you guys probably know, I got a Steam Deck LCD, the first model of it, first version of it, back in early 2022. Not quite 2 years yet, but I've had mine for about, let's say, a year and 6 or 7 months or something like that. Year and a half, a little bit more than that. I've enjoyed it. Obviously, I told you guys that it changed the way I play video games. It just really impacted how I play games and how much and what types of stuff, I was playing. And it really kind of changed my perspective on gaming. It was a great device. I'm not going to go over any of that. Basically, I'm just talk about what I think is if it's worthy of an upgrade or not. And again, all this will always be from a gamer's perspective, a console gamer's perspective, because I'm mostly a console gamer. That's what got me really interested in the Steam Deck, was that I could have that consoleized kind of setup for PC gaming, and that's what really compelled me to want to get a Steam Deck right out of the gate, basically. So obviously we know it's a really great success, and Valve is iterating or reiterating on it with a plethora of upgrades, which kind of surprised a lot of people. We thought it was just going to be an OLED screen. So let's talk about it. So first of all, you get I bought the limited edition model, as well as the 12 gigabyte model, which is the one that has the gloss screen. So I'll be able to compare that as well. So one has a gloss screen, one has the what they call etched glass screen that kind of knocks down like shine, or not shine, but lights bouncing and whatnot on it. So it's really good for if you have like direct light overhead, or if you like outside or whatever. The etched glass is better for that, because you don't have as much like glare and whatnot coming off your screen. So this is the OLED model. This is the case for it. I really like the case, all except for one thing, which is the Steam Deck emblem on it. I don't like the fact that it's black, because I think the new kind of model stands out a little bit more. It has the nice orange and with the little white symbol there. I think that looks cooler. I really like how that looked. I wish this was on the special edition case, limited edition case, because the limited edition case is really cool, right? So you have, I'll just show you the regular edition case first, which is not handy right now. Well, this is very similar to it. Just basically picture this being blue instead of like orange. So, and not having the kind of the white thing, the what do you call it, the zipper handles here. It's just black on that one. So basically, I mean, they're all nice cases. So just open it up, and it's just a hard case, nice and ergonomic for the shape of your Steam Deck there. And that's it. That's all there is to it. You zip it up. That's fine. All right, but the limited edition case, like I said, I wish the emblem was actually orange instead of all black, but it has this Velcro strap situation going on here. So you can zip it up like that, cover up the strap, or cover up the zippers if you want, like so, or it's really convenient because you can just use the Velcro strap and not have to zip it all the time. So that's cool. All right, so you open it up, and it has this cool interior, as you see. Nice, cool design. Here's the OLED. We'll look at that in a second. It also comes with this cleaning cloth there, which is great. Move that out of the way. It's just a little cloth. And then the cool feature of this is that you can actually take out the interior. You know, just kind of peel it off the Velcro, because it's also strapped to Velcro inside. This is a lot easier than it's looking right now. It was a lot easier. So let's rip off that Velcro there. And there's also some on the back as well. And then this case doesn't really work for anything at that point, I don't think. Let's see. I don't think it's very solid of a case to use. I don't know why you would do that. I guess it's fine. It holds it in place, so I guess that works. But it's just not as good. It doesn't have any zippers. And it has a strap, so not very good outside of the interior. But the cool thing is that you could just take this around. That's like a smaller case. And this is still really protective. Zip it up. And it's just, you know, protected from scratches at this point. It's not really good for like if it drops or anything like that. But it's real good to protect it from scratches and things like that. You don't have to have the big bulky case, but you know, you're gonna want this for the, you know, protection of it falling or something. So let's do this. Probably should have done that. Actually, I got it backwards. Put that around. And there's your case there. Super convenient. I got it in backwards. All right, no problem. Anyway, moving on from the case. This is got dust all over it. Steam Deck OLED Special Edition. As you can see, it has these nice orange accents. Let's see this. There we go. It's wanting to put me in focus and not the buttons. I hate autofocus, but there you go. So you can see all the cool accents. You can see the grill on top there. You can see the grill on the back, the fan grill there. You can see all the little screws and whatnot, and you can kind of tell that it's a smoke. They call it basically clear black, and you can kind of see through. You definitely can see through. It's probably not coming in through as well here on camera, but you can see through it. And what I noticed right away, which I didn't think I would notice, is the weight difference. This is definitely lighter. I'm surprised by how much lighter it is, because if you look at the you know, the numbers itself, it doesn't seem like that much, but it is. As a person who has been holding a look at me, a Steam Deck for, like I said, what, a year and 7 months, 8 months or something like that, I immediately, when I picked this up, I felt the lighter weight, and that is fantastic. Now, if you're just somebody who's picking this up for the first time, you won't feel the difference, but it is still pretty cool to have it be lighter in your hands, especially for extended play. Now, you're not going to be able to see this on camera. I just hit my power button, but the screen is very nice. It is definitely better. I'll have comparison clips that you can look at it here, and you can see how dark the blacks are compared to the LCD screen. But it just looks sharper as well. I don't know if that has to do with the OLED or the fact that the screen resolution is better. It is an HDR screen, so that might have more to do with it, but this is significantly better. I was surprised by that, but I think the biggest surprise for me was the weight difference, and it's fantastic. Now, this is a 1 terabyte model. Everything that is the etched glass version or the 1 terabyte models. There's a 512 gigabyte, which I also have, I'll show in a second, that is gloss screen, and that's 512 gigs, like I said. But you're gonna probably want the 112. I mean, it depends on, you don't have to have all your games downloaded. I still don't. I don't have enough room still, even with 2 terabytes, because I have a 1 terabyte micro SD as well, and I still can't download everything, that's fine. But the cool thing is that when I upgraded, I could just take my my eMMC. Or is it, what is it called? No, the SSD. I could still take the SSD out of my old LCD version and plop it right in here, and everything worked fine. I didn't have to re-download everything. That's one of the things that was really giving me anxiety, because I didn't want to sit there and re-download everything. And as long as you're up to date on your firmware for the SSD that you're pulling out of your old model, as long as the firmware is up to date, you can put it in, swap it in, no problem. It booted right up like it was the one I had the whole time. So it's fantastic. I mean, I'm very happy I upgraded. I really like this limited edition version. Last time I looked, there's still ones available. I was worried about that in the beginning. That's one of the reasons I accidentally ordered 2 Steam Decks, because I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get one. But either Valve had enough stock. They did have some problems, when you went to purchase it, because everybody was diving in at the same time. I'm sure they just got over flooded in their servers. But there was, a couple hours later, you could easily buy one with no problems. And the limited edition is still available. I guess they made enough versions of it. I would definitely go with this model, because I like the aesthetics better instead of just a black, kind of. I already had the the standard looking Steam Deck, and I wanted a cool looking one that would stand out. And I'm sure later on they'll give you this shell. Somebody will have this shell. They'll have the thumbsticks, because as you see, they're also orange. You'll have all that as well later on, but I don't think you're going to get it for the price that you're going to get here. You buy a shell, you buy the thumbstick things, and then you buy the grill and all that stuff. I think what is that? Yeah, I don't think you'll have a problem with that. So yeah, it's great. Zero complaints. I still can't get over how much difference it feels. And weight. Now, if you're somebody who had a Steam Deck for a long time, you're definitely going to notice it. Is the first thing I noticed picking it up. They say games perform better. Obviously, the screen is now 90 hertz, which is very cool. You can definitely see that. There's performance. I've noticed that my FPSs have gone up. Maybe not anything crazy, but like 7 or 8 frames, which that's pretty cool. That can be significant. And I wasn't expecting any of that. I was just expecting to get a nicer screen, and I love this screen. The OLED is the way to go. It makes games feel refreshed, new again. Games that you're already playing, and the haptics are also improved. And Valve hadn't talked about any of this stuff, but you can definitely feel the more clickiness, if that's not a word. And the haptics itself, I'm surprised at how everything's improved. The buttons have improved. I feel like the D-pad is better. I could be wrong about that, but it does feel like it's a tighter, better D-pad. And Valve hasn't really talked about these upgrades and what things are better. The speakers are definitely better. I can tell. Notice that. The Steam Deck speakers were already great, but the speakers on the OLED are definitely improved. It sounds really good. And when you compare it to something, especially like the Lenovo Legion Go, which I'll do in another video, it is a huge, drastic difference as far as the audio quality. Fantastic. I don't have the ROG Ally. That's the only one I don't have. As far as these, the major, there's Ambernic and all that stuff too, but the big boys, if you will, Lenovo, ROG Ally, and Steam Deck. Steam Deck's audio is fantastic, and I don't have it. I've heard that the ROG Ally is also, but I don't have the comparison. But it's fantastic. Now, should you buy one? Should you upgrade? You don't have OLED to compare it to. it probably won't bother you. Your LCD is just fine. But if you got a Switch OLED, you know how drastically different it's going to be. You pretty much, if you go from your Switch to your Switch OLED, it is pretty much a very close difference as far as the drasticness of your panel, your display panel. It is fantastic. And everything else outside of that is improved as well. Like I said, the weight, the battery life. I didn't even mention the battery life is better. I haven't tested it myself, but I've seen multiple people talk about that. I can see that the time, as far as, because you can see the battery life you have left, I can see that the time is significantly higher. I'm talking like 30, 40 minutes higher than it used to be. Like, let's say I play a lot of Witcher 3. I'm going through that game again. And I used to get like an hour 50, hour 40 as an estimate. Now it's at 2:30, somewhere around there. And that is fantastic. I think as long as you can get a solid over 2 hours on these type of devices, I think that's definitely good. But the problem is, most of the time, what we've been getting is an hour 20, hour 30 at settings that that you want. These are the settings you're gonna want. I won't dive into all that because I don't really have the background for all that. There are much better people out there to examine all the nuances and whatnot. Videos, I would definitely say seek those out if you're a person that cares about the performance and all that kind of stuff. But from the base level of a guy who's a console gamer, these are the things that are definitely improved, and I would say these are all significant improvements. So I would definitely have you upgrade. And you can always sell your current Steam Deck. You can get $250, $300 out of that, and you're talking about another $200 or so, and you got an OLED. So when you look at it that way, it's it's worth it, I think. Obviously, if you haven't bought a Steam Deck and you've been waiting, this is the Steam Deck to get, because the next one it's not going to come out for another couple of years at least. So you're good for at least 2 years, I think, with this version. And that one would probably definitely be a performance boost and whatnot. But I hope they stick with the OLED, because the OLED is fantastic. So yeah, I give this thing, if I would put it on a point scale out of 10, it is a 9.5. Like this, it is fantastic. I can't wait to dig into more games on it, and I'm very happy with it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think you're gonna get yourself a Steam Deck OLED? Are you upgrading? Are you thinking about upgrading? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you again for watching and listening, and now see you fools next time. Peace out.